guys, welcome back and thanks for taking the time to join me. I'm going to tell you a slight variation on a fly called the Cochen Las. Now, you'll find the original pattern in a book called The Fine Line, and the author, I think this is a George Barron fly. So the hook in the vise is a Camazon B175 in size 10. The thread we're going to use to tie the fly is Uni Thread 80 in black. So we're just going to come in, get the thread started, just put a mill or two behind the eye of the hook. I'm just going to run my thread down until I'm past the point of the hook, remove the waist tag. Now I'm going to use a fluorescent golden pheasant tippet fibres for the tail. On the original pattern it's just natural. So I'm just going to come in and just take away the fibres that I like to see in the tail. Now I'm just going to offer this up, and I want this the length of the hook over the back, so I'm just going to come in with a pinch and loop. Take 3 turns coming down the shank of the hook to tie in the tail, trim away the excess. I'm going to use a oval silver tinsel for the ribbon size 14. In the original pattern it's a silver wire that's used. Now you could use the silver wire, will last longer. Of that there's no doubt. But I'm just going to use a wee piece of the oval silver tinsel. Now at this point I'm just going to run my thread up, just tying everything in. Just want to make the fly as strong as I possibly can. And on the way back down, just bring your thread down in open turns. Now the body is going to be black seal's fur. So just take a wee pinch of the seal's fur and we'll just dub it on. Now it's a colourful wee fly, this, and you'll see that when we sort of get to the top of the tying. I'm just tightening up as I go along here with the seal's fur. Up to there. Anything that's going back, just sweep your thread back now. That's where I started the thread off. And I've left that space specifically because we've a hackle, a feather wing, and then a front hackle. So just leave yourself, I'm going to tie the wee fly, just leave yourself plenty of room. Now I'm just going to come up with 4 turns of the oval silver tinsel. Catch that in. Trim away the excess. Just come in, just a wee bit of velcro, just to bring out some of the dubbing. Sweep that back. Just getting a bit of thread down now at the front. Now the first hackle is a Magenta hen hackle. This is a whiting Magenta, whiting hen dyed Magenta, sorry. Just going to come in and strip away the rubbish from the bottom. And we'll stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip. Put this up to the hook, and with a couple of turns I'm going to fold the tip back. Bring my thread turns up over the tip and the hackle. And just going to stroke these fibres back. And I'm just going to put in a turn and a half of the Magenta. Right, that's going to be enough there. So I'm just going to tie this off on top. A couple of turns. I'm going to trim away the excess. Sweep everything back. Bring my thread down to the eye and back up. Now the wing on the wee fly is a wood pigeon. So you need a right and a left if you've got the wood pigeon. I've just got a couple of wee slips off here on the desk just so I can sort of get us started rather than you watch me pick off slips of feathers. You just want slips, you don't need to be going. That's where I went wrong when I started all them years back, was taking off too much. You just want wee slips, because this is just my view, everybody's view will be different. Once you start to cast this fly, and it's a pretty fly once it's tied, once you start to cast this, the wing will go out of shape. Now all I do is just get them levelled up, or lined up, sorry, the best that I can. I leave that wee gap in the wing, or in between the feathers. I offer this up to the hook, then I let go, come back in and hold again, just to get the length. I'm happy with that length, so I'm just holding them on the hook, then just come round with a gentle pinch and loop, and then a couple of loose turns, just to see what way you're sitting. Now that's our wing. Now in between this we need to put in some red swan. On the original pattern it's red duckquill, or sorry, duckquill dyed red. Now rather than sitting and putting the sandwiching it in between it, just take a piece off of, if you're using duckquill, in this case this is the red swan, and just offer it up. Now what I do is I'm offering it into the wing, right? Just need to bring it into the length, just come in and hold it. Same again, just a soft pinch and loop, a couple of turns, that's us. Then you can come in and trim away the excess, come back in just gently again, just hold your wing, bring your thread to the eye and up over the cut ends. Now you just need to be sort of nice and gentle with flies like this, but as I say, in my opinion, the wing will go out of shape once you start to cast it. Now the front hackle, it's just a light hand furnace. This is just bring it up to the camera, sorry, that's a whiting. So same again, just going to stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip. Just going to offer this up to the hook, come around with a couple of turns, going to fold the tip back, and come in, locate the tip, break it away. Then I'm just going to stroke the fibres back and do one turn in front of the other. Now I'm only going to put in 2 turns of this, because that's all we need at the front of there. Follow this around with my thread, get a couple of tight turns in, and I'm going to come in and trim away the remainder of the hackle, just nice and tight. Just hold everything at this point, and then just build up your head. Now you want a decent head on the wee fly, you know, it's part of it. It's the shape, it's not so much the size, it's the shape for me. Just want to get another one in, another turn. Right, I'm happy enough with that. So at this point, just come in with my whip finishing tool. I'm just going to throw in a whip finish. Just putting that shape into. Put your thread nice and tight. Come in, trim away the tail thread. Now, as you can see, the colourful, it's a pretty wee fly. There's no doubt about that. You've got the wings. Now just first coat on the head. Just a wee drop of super glue. This'll just seal up those thread turns for you. Right the whole way right round. And just take your time. You're no rush. Just don't want this getting into your hand hackle, because it will ruin the wee fly. And there you go. That's just a variation, and all I've used different is the rib. It should be silver wire. I've used the oval silver, and it should be red, dyed red, sorry, duckquill. Just what basically we've done, just sandwiched it in between the wing. So there you go, guys. I'm going to try and do more wee feather patterns, wee feather wing patterns. It's just that, you know, they're good flies. They're beautiful. They're beautiful to tie. I love tying them, but they don't last. They definitely don't last in my view. But that's just my view. But anyway, like, tie a few of those up. Hopefully, you can catch a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. And until the next time, please stay safe and take lanes.